Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman or God, to my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananji Maharaj, to all the sages and saints of this world, and to each of you divine soul connected with us through this satsanga. So today we will be studying Sutra number 19 from the Kaivalyapad of the Raja Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Commentaries by my Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, and narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So let's get started on Sutra number 19, Kaivalyapad. It is Na Tata Swabhasam Drishyatvat. Again, Na Tat Swabhasam Drishyatvat. Meaning, the chitta is not self-luminous being of the nature of the seen. What does it mean? Explanation: all the evolutes of Prakriti come in the range of the seen. Everything Prakriti is nature. So everything we see coming out of nature, while Purusha is the only seer. So basically, all the images and sights that we see are being seen by the seer, which is the Purusha or the Brahman or the self that we discussed. The senses perceive objects by the light borrowed from the Chitta, and in turn, Chitta borrows the light from the Purusha. So think about it as all the perceptions that we see, the source of that is your Purusha. From there the light comes to the Chitta to the intellect to the mind to the senses, and we see the object. So that is the progression. But the self does not need any source of light. It is called Swayam Prakashi. It itself is light. It is self-generated, self-luminous, and therefore it is this self that we are trying to understand, to try to connect to, which is residing deep within us. But that therein lies this magic show. The illusion continues till we do not experience the self. So that is the main essence of this sutra. The Purusha identifies that is with the Chitta. He says, I am unhappy or I am happy. So it is the Purusha that is the experiencer due to this illusion of your pain and joy or happiness. So he says, I am angry or I am happy. All the serenity modifications in the Chitta are seen by the Purusha. So he creates the light, and through the light we experience the observations in the world, and through that the pain and the pleasure is experienced by the Purusha. Again, due to the reflection, the Purusha itself is not affected by pain and pleasure, but it gets involved in the Mayajal, or we call it the illusion of the Prakriti or the world process, where it seems to experience this. And the role of our sadhana, our practice, our tapasya is to turn the face from the world towards the self, so we can break this cycle of birth and death forever. It is said that Chitta brings about the knowledge of objects as well as the knowledge of itself. Happiness, sorrow, pain. Without the Purusha, it is not so. So we need, Chitta by itself cannot do anything without the cooperation of the Purusha or the self. And that is the essence of this sutra. I hope you're continuing to follow and enjoy these sutras, and also you are hopefully developing your meditation and spiritual practice. By now it must be quite deep, because we are into the final stages of self-realization and the process therein. So we will be covering Sutra number 20 tomorrow. As I said, we are almost to the end of this entire book, which we have so patiently covered, one sutra at a time, and but yet this is wisdom for forever. So anytime you feel stressed or under pressure, go back and revise these sutras. They are all tabulated in chapter forms in a playlist for you, so it is much easier for you to revise them as needed. But we will be covering sutra number tomorrow. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.